PUAtraining.com.
Hey guys, I get lots of questions about where to take girls on dates, first dates, second dates, interesting places, maybe dates she hasn't had before, or dates that would be good and help you in your interaction. So in this video I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas for places to go with girls, things to do with girls for first or further dates. So if you meet her and she's with friends and she's a fun party girl, you meet her in the nighttime, of course you can do the usual things like a bar or a club, but if possible maybe find a night that is a little bit different, where they've got some cool DJ or live music or some special kind of party. Maybe find an interesting cocktail bar that's a little bit different. Big cities have a lot of different places that if you check the listings in Time Out or magazines like that, you can find something a little bit out of the ordinary. But if you want something different to the usual night spots, then you could try other dates. So you could try inviting her to smoke shisha, where you can relax. It's normally a kind of Middle Eastern vibe, and you're sitting there on cushions, so it's a nice and relaxed situation. You could invite her, if she's confident about her body, you could invite her to somewhere like the spa or the swimming pool. It's a nice time to go in the swimming pool, go in the jacuzzi, use the steam room. It can be quite sexy, and again, this one is good if she's confident with her body. If she's a little bit shy about her body, she wouldn't like it, and if you are too, maybe you wouldn't, but if not, it's a really cool place to go. And what you'll notice with these dates so far is they don't put too much pressure on the interaction. They're places where there are interesting things going on, so you'll have things to talk about, versus maybe sitting in a boring coffee shop with nothing to do but to focus on the conversation. You could try going to the casino. It doesn't have to be expensive. You could take a small amount of money, play a couple of games of roulette, maybe a few games of blackjack, and it's quite a cool situation. It gives you the chance to dress up if you'd like, and be like James Bond for a couple of hours, and it's something that she might not have tried before. You could try going to wine tasting. Again, it's cool because you've got alcohol involved, and you might learn something about wine. It's something she probably hasn't done before. I like inviting girls to classes, so let's say in a week if I had dance classes or yoga classes, I might invite the girls to join me. It's a thing where we've got an activity that we're doing together. It's fun, she's going to enjoy it, and when she has an interesting date with you, even if you didn't do too much that was interesting yourself, she'll associate the positive things with you. So invite her to classes that you are trying already or that you might like to try. If you've got a park nearby, see what activities they've got. Maybe they've got a fair, maybe they've got some little rides, maybe they've got some sports and things in the park. Maybe they're animals, maybe you can feed the squirrels or the ducks. But planning a walk in the park and doing the activities in the park is a good one if the weather works and if she knows in advance, so that she doesn't wear big high heels or stilettos or something. You can try, if she's an active girl and she's not too prissy, then she might be into doing things like go-karting or bowling. If she doesn't have long fake nails, she'd be into the bowling. And activities like this, again, they take the pressure off. The best way to suggest these kinds of activities are to just talk about what she likes to do, ask her if she's tried, and throw a few things out there. You'll be surprised when she says, "Oh yeah, I'd love to do that. That sounds great." And then again, it's a good reason to go on that next date, because it's something to look forward to other than the usual meet in the coffee shop or meet in the bar. A couple more, you could try karaoke. You could go to a place with a high view, so the place in your city where you've got the view of the whole area. You can look on a site like TripAdvisor, and you can look at the local tourist attractions. If you're, for example, a Londoner, maybe both of you haven't been to the London Eye, the Ferris wheel. Maybe you haven't been to Buckingham Palace. Maybe you haven't been to Madame Tussauds. I still haven't been. So there are often cool things to do at the tourist attractions that locals haven't tried. If you want to have a date in your house, a lot of guys want to have a date in the house if possible, and good ways to do it are to invite the girl around for dinner. So either you could cook for her, You could have done some cooking classes. Maybe you get your mum to teach you how to cook a special dish. Or if she could cook for you. Or maybe you even cook together from a recipe. So you can plan it and talk about cooking, and then it's a good reason to get her to the house. Second thing that you could do in the house that you might not think of is a private class. So you could invite a dance teacher or a yoga teacher or a guitar teacher or whatever, any kind of teacher to the house to give you both a private lesson in a particular area. And it's a good reason to get her there, and it's also an interesting thing to do together. Of course, you can do the usual come and watch a film and things like that. So there you have it, guys. Lots and lots of date ideas. Remember, when you're in the conversation, just talk about these kinds of things. See if she's into it. Maybe she'd like karaoke. Maybe she'd absolutely hate it. So throw a few different ideas out there, and then you're going to have plenty of good dates in the future with these girls.